taking us down the wrong path, then just step forward. We'll find things for you to do. There's projects already moving forward that need your assistance.
If I can add one more thing. There is in the room a couple of people here from the North End Neighbors Association, and they've already registered as participants. If we get a second community council, and there may be others, I'm not sure in terms of who's.
John, I think Durand is also registered.
Durand is probably okay. So then, we're starting to get a bit of a roll, and Strathcona would certainly be a great addition to that, to then be able to go to the other community councils and the neighborhood associations of, of other forums, and say, how about you? So that would be part of my argument for Strathcona getting directly involved. Participant status, participant act is not a particularly onerous task. You have to go and present your views. So you really need to determine why is it that Strathcona would want to say anything about this, and then that's what you need to say. It's not necessarily going to change the world, but it's part of the decision-making process. And as I said, at this point, this is a de novo process. This starts over when it gets to the OMB, and the OMB makes the decision. So even though council has adopted it, the whole thing can be tossed out through the entire municipal board process and changed. No, this is the appeal process.
Oh, this is?
This is the appeal process.
Oh,
So
because the first time they threw
the
it
first,
out.
no, this is the way in which you vet or evaluate council decisions.
Okay.
Somebody disagrees with a council decision, they can take it to the entire municipal board, and the entire municipal board gets to make the final decision. And it's a final decision. It can be overturned by the provincial cabinet, but that's really rare. And there may be ways to go to court on something if some legal thing has been done wrong. But
So sorry, I'm behind you.
Why don't we change the councillors? If you're going to do all this, why not go the next step? Because this isn't the only one of these,
Oh,
you know.
If enough of us are engaged and remain engaged, then it won't matter who you vote in any longer, because your voice will be there all the time. And that's really a problem with our system. We're disengaged. If more of us pay attention and stay engaged, then it really doesn't matter who you vote in after that. They're
I don't know about that one.
I don't know about that.
Sean, I have a question for you then.
Yeah.
What's Jason's reception? Sorry, Councillor Farr.
He's need for employment.
Because
At
he's
this
got,
point,
so
we're-
far he's got North End and he's got Durand registered as participants in this process. So he's got two of his neighborhood associations already registered appealing this.
Yeah, but
But
we're gonna
supporting
have a
it?
meeting.
We don't know which side of the.
Oh, I can tell you.
We're going to have a meeting in the Neighbor Association organizing a meeting. We're trying to actually get somebody to come and defend it. That's usually a difficulty, but we had an email today from staff saying that
They wouldn't
because it's
come.
now in the OMB process,
That's the line we
that
got
they
as well.
can't.
Oh, you got the same thing?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
So, I mean, this is ridiculous.
I'm in the OMB process. I'm the director of, I'm one of the directors of Environment Hamilton. We're an appellate. Our lawyers aren't telling us that we can't
Yeah,
talk.
you can't say anything.
So this one's a new one. I mean, I've heard about it from the courts, but
That's
I've never
just
heard
an
about it from the
excuse.
OMB.
But Jason is,
Let him
policy
talk.
guy.
Jason's going to come to our meeting.
Let
He
him
said he
talk.
would bring staff people to talk, but he's totally in favor of it.
If you change one or two councillors, you may get a wave going on there, because this is not really, as Larry was pointing out, it was really, the way our system tends to function in Hamilton is a 15-mayor system or 16-mayor system. So each ward councillor is the mayor there.
Yeah.
So you can have a participatory budget in Ward 1, even though you can't have it anywhere else in the city,
Yeah.
because Councillor McCaddy wants to do it.
Yeah.
And you can decide you don't want the bike lanes that are in the plan if you're up in
Jason didn't ask me to do that.
Councillor Jackson's ward, because Councillor Jackson doesn't want them, so he just gets rid of it. So the really driving, the political champion for this was Dave Mitchell. It is also partly in Lloyd Ferguson's, but it's more in Mitchell's. And Mitchell isn't there anymore, and the person who's replacing Brendan Johnson is opposed to it. So this may be already on a slippery political slope at some level. To change one or two more councillors might be really helpful.
So
Because at the end of the day, this is going to come back to council to decide how to direct their lawyers and how to direct their participation in the OMB.
But will this be done before the next election? The OMB hearing? and
Oh.
all that stuff?
You guys have been in one for how long? It started in
It's
2005, is it over yet?
It's all over, we're waiting, but we've been waiting since last August for a ruling, for the ruling on it.
This is going to be a while. It could, in theory, it could end this year, but it more likely is going to last longer than that. And given the number of players that are in there now, I mean, it just complicates life and extends everything. The more lawyers you have in the room, the longer the meetings go on, right?
So Lynn, you want to say something, and then I'm going to pose
Okay,
that question.
it was just my previous experience, and again, with a very similar sort of thing. It was in Kirkendale putting in the housing complex that went in there. And it was the thing, there was absolutely no logic to say that the city should have approved for that expansion for a number of reasons, but the city did. And then when it went to the OMB,